You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows like the one you're about to enjoy, visit electronicmediacollective.com. And now, our feature presentation.
This is Comics with My Kids. I'm Matt D.
I'm Logan D.
I'm Richard S.
And we are talking about Dogman Book 8. So today's a very special
Called
episode.
Fetch 22.
Yep. Today's a very special episode. We are actually in San Antonio with with Logan's cousin, Richard, who also read all of the Dogman series. Right, Richard?
Yep.
All right. So you guys have both read Dogman. So, Richard, why don't you go ahead and tell us, what do you think about Dogman?
Dogman's pretty good. Dogman has cool things, but kind of has bad words because sometimes I read it and it has bad words.
Yeah.
So I think it's okay. And the 8th book is really awesome because there was cool things and Flippy gets out of jail.
Cool. Well, Logan, what do you think of Dogman?
I really like it.
Yeah? What's some of your favorite things about Dogman so far?
Well, I like how it's funny and and it's exciting for me.
Nice. All right, well, I'll tell you what, we're going to go ahead and dive right into Book 8. So, Logan, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about the first chapter, and then we'll ask Richard some questions, too.
Okay, so in the first chapter, there's this one person doing a show and the show's called The Fair Fairy. And the fairy tries to make things fair, but then gets upset and just gives both of the guys nothing.
So, in Book 8, who is the bad guy in the series?
We've got the Fair Fairy.
The Fair Fairy?
And the Grandpa Petey.
Oh, okay.
And some of the time all the tadpoles. But one tadpole does become good.
And Tree Face.
Yes.
Let
me find out what his name is.
Richard, who's Broccoli McTreeface?
So he is a tree, and so the tadpoles had super brain powers,
Hey, stop.
and they got into the pond that they made a tree come alive, and that's how. And Downward Dog, he named him that name.
Yep, it says Barky McTreeface.
Nice. So who's the biggest bad guy in this book that Dogman has to go up against?
Fair Fairy.
The Fair Fairy?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you say we found the Fair Fairy?
Chapter 1.
Chapter 1?
At the very beginning.
Yeah. And was she at a fair? Or is she just...
She runs and makes episodes.
So she was trying to make everything fair, but every single kid, they were making it really hard for her. So she became really angry that she became really evil. So she just wanted to destroy the whole city and make everything fair. So that's why she smashed everything that the kids had.
Gotcha.
So while she's here, in episode 2011, episode 211,
Wait, episode 211 of what?
Episode 211 of Fair Fairy.
Oh, so she's a TV star?
And Tina was upset because Roman got 2 cookies, where she only got 1. And so when she breaks the 1 cookie in half, the other guy says it's not fair because he said that Tina got ice cream yesterday, but he didn't get any. And so they started getting ice cream.
So
And then they started complaining about the weirdest things, and then she got angry and smashed the ice cream.
and then that's when she became... Is that when she became evil?
Nope. She became evil when the tadpoles were attacking her, so she became friends with them, and the tadpoles were able to, so they became a family with Buckley and Tree-Face too. So that's how she's evil.
Cool.
But now she's in a lady. Now she's in an old lady jail.
Oh, she's in old lady jail?
Old lady jail.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me check it to see if that's right.
Oh, so you guys spoiled the end? Old lady jail, nice. Bless you. All right, so how does Dogman stop the fairy fair? Fairy?
Fair fairy.
Fair fairy?
And the fair fairy basically was teaming up with the with the tadpoles, and when the superheroes caught the tadpoles in nets that Flappy saved them.
Oh, yeah?
And actually, she did not become evil by getting attacked by the tree guy.
She's just getting...
You know how she got evil? By being kicked out of her job.
Oh.
But she actually was mad.
Yeah.
She's when she got kicked out, she said she thought Sam his name was Larry or Jerry, and he said that's not Bill, and she got out.
Gotcha. So, Richard, since this was the first Dogman book you read, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what did you think? What do you think of the art? You know, the way the pictures are drawn.
Looks good.
The art looks good. What does it look like to you? Does it look like, you know?
But when you do the flip-o-ramas, it's hard because they make the fingers you need to put 2 fingers in each finger because it's really hard because they make the fingers like how the fingers usually are in a book.
Right.
So that's the hard part.
Yeah. Do you like doing the flip-o-rama though? Is it kind of neat how you see the pictures change?
Yeah. So you just put a hand here and a white thumb, and you just flip it over, and then something moves and.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you think of Dogman's team up? The group of heroes that's there, because you got
called the Super Buddies.
Okay, the Super Buddies. What do you think of the Super Buddies? Are they as cool as the Avengers? Are they cooler than the Avengers?
Well, I would just say that they're in between because they are cool, just like the Avengers. So I would just say that they're in between.
In between. What about you, Logan? What do you think of the Super Buddies?
I really like them.
Yeah. What do you like best about them?
That they fight bad guys well.
Okay. Well, let's see. What else can we say about Book 8? What's the biggest thing that you guys like about the Dogman Book 8?
Well, I think.
How about one at a time? How about Richard? You go first. What do you like about?
My favorite thing that I liked was when they defeated the bad guys. That's my favorite part when
Yeah.
they defeated them.
Cool. Okay, so what about you, Logan? What's your favorite part about Book 8?
Okay, so it's when she gets fired.
Who's she?
Fair Fairy.
The Fair
When
Fairy?
she gets fired, this guy's going through a list of saying bad things that she was doing. And then he said, "You're the worst employer that they ever had." And then she said, "Oh yeah? Well, you're bald." And then he fired her. What's being bald got to do with anything in that situation?
It sounds like she was just angry at him.
And it doesn't do anything with bald. Not in the least.
All right, guys. Well, what else? We'll give a quick rating. All right. You know what a rating is? It's like the best out of whatever. So 5 stars is the greatest thing you've ever read. 1 star is, oh, I don't really want to read that. It's just terrible. What would you rate out of 5 stars? What would you rate Dogman Book 8?
I'll just rate it 4.5 stars.
4.5 stars? You liked it that much? It was that good? Awesome. What about you, Logan? How many stars would you rate it?
3 stars.
3 stars? Cool. All right. Well, that has been Dogman Book 8. And just real quickly, overall, are you guys looking forward to Book 9?
Yes.
Yes, because there is a Dogman 3D book.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I did not know. So, one of my classmates told me that there actually was now, so I was surprised.
Yeah. All right. Well, is there anything else you guys want to talk about Dogman?
Well, Hey, Richard, out of all these books here, which one was your favorite?
My favorite one was...
They have them all in order right here.
my favorite one was the first one.
The first one?
First one? Yep.
So Richard, what do you think?
The 7th.
Yeah. Richard, what do you think of the whole idea of Dogman? The fact that he was a cop and a dog.
So like how he became Dogman was that PD was trying to stop them. So like PD was thinking of a plan. So he put a bomb and then he shouted for the cop and the dog. And so since they shouted the cop and the dog came and they tried to stop the bomb, and the cop did not know which one stops the bomb, so he asked the dog, and the dog said go, which I think he was trying to say when, but
No, I'm pretty sure he would bark because grrr, it goes green.
yeah, so like go will be green, so he said green, so you cut the green wire, but then it exploded, so now they had to go to the nose that, and they said that the cop's head is dying and the dog's body is dying, so they thought of something, and what they thought of was like to cut the man's head off and cut the dog's head off too, and like just put the dog's head on the cop's body, and they sewed it so he could be Dogman.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, isn't it? I mean, that's like something you think a kid would think up, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, that's pretty real. I mean, Dogman could be real.
He could be, yeah.
Yeah, because, like, there could be an explosion, and like, a person's head could die.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Like, they could do the same thing.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy, though, right?
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. Well, is there any other things that you want to talk about for Dogman?
No.
No?
Well, there's one thing I want to say.
Yeah.
It does look like a kid wrote it because in the beginning it shows George and Harold who wrote it.
Yep.
Yeah, but really, Dave Pickering wrote it.
Exactly. Dave Pilkey wrote it because
Yeah, but he made it so that it looked like kids wrote it.
yeah, which is I think rather kind of a cool way to tell a story, huh?
Also,
Yeah, and
he has his own app of it.
Yeah.
He has a Dave So like on the back it says Dave Pickly. It says Pickly Planet.
Nice.
It's like Jupiter. Or,
Yeah.
Wait, it's like Uranus, but and it says Pickly Planet.
Nice. Richard, you said your favorite book was book 1. Logan, you said your favorite book was book 7.
Yep.
All right. Is there anything else? So Richard, you gave the book 4.5 stars. Logan, how many stars did you give it?
3.
3. All right. So 3 and 4.5 stars. We've got talked about Dogman. So is there any other comic book series that you guys are looking forward to reading? Or
I'm looking forward to reading Captain Underpants, but
Yeah.
I don't think I need to because I watched it. So same thing as watching is the same as reading.
gotcha.
Well, I have a few ones that I only have like 3 Captain Underpants that they're out of order.
Yeah.
I only know one of them is where he fights a gigantic toilet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah,
with
I have that book.
With the first one or the second one?
I have a purple, I got a light purple, a dark purple, and a black and white one.
Like, show me the picture of it in the book.
Alright.
Because I don't know.
No. I can't show you the battle one because my battle one was that full color.
They're all full color.
I have this one and this one.
Those two?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this one actually. I have these 3 right here.
Oh, I thought you had that one.
No, I have one kind of like that, but it says way different and it's black and white.
Cool. All right. So, this has been Comics with My Kids, Dogman Book 8 special edition where we have Richard and Logan talking about it. So,
It's kind of weird how it's actually episode 9.
yeah. Well, Richard, I want to say thank you for joining us to talk about Dogman. Is there anything that you want to tell our audience out there?
Thank you for watching.
Listening. This is audio, buddy.
They can't actually watch it.
It's like a radio program.
It's called It's kind of like when you're like in a car and you turn on the music and you hear the news.
Yeah.
You can't watch the news from a radio.
So,
You're basically just hearing this.
but thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening. This has been Matt D.
Logan D.
Richard S.
And this has been Dogman Book 8. You can check out our show on the EMC Pod Network.
And you can get it at Target.
You can get the books at Target,
Yeah,
but you can hear
podcasting.
our podcasts on Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can also follow the show at 60s Reboot on Twitter, and you can email the show at 60sreboot@gmail.com.
I keep
So.
thinking that you could get it at eBay.
So thank you for listening, and this is Matty D
Logan D.
Richard S.
signing off.